Amanda Acaster joins us live now. And Amanda, new details of the Home Secretary's asylum overhaul and an end to, as Shabana Mahmood is putting it, to the UK's golden ticket.
Yes, so the Home Office describes Shabana Mahmood, the still relatively new Home Secretary, as a woman in a hurry. She's someone who's had the job for 73 days, and we're told she's due to announce what will be the most sweeping reforms to tackle illegal migration in modern times, effectively since the Second World War. And as you say, ending what she describes as the golden ticket, which sees the UK as the most popular destination of choice for asylum seekers because of the more generous terms offered to people if they come to the UK. Now, these measures are partly inspired by Denmark, which is also led by a centre-left government, but where the tough measures they've introduced there have reduced the number of people applying for asylum there to the lowest number in 40 years. But as you say, the key measure there is about no longer giving asylum seekers permanent rights to stay in the UK, only offering them permanent residency as long as there's still a dangerous situation in their home countries. And once their home countries are deemed to be safe, then they'll be deported back home again. Now, if they do want to stay in the UK permanently, they'll have to wait for at least 20 years to have the right to settle here, although we're told that there could potentially be ways of shortening that through work or studying, and that's 4 times longer than the current standard length of time, which is just 5 years. We're also told the government will be changing the rules so that they'll be able to remove benefits and accommodation given to asylum seekers who could work but don't, or who have a criminal record. Now, the Home Secretary says that this is important because illegal migration is tearing the country apart. The images of people coming here in small boats over and over again and making people think that the government can't act as a force for good. And she says in the UK over the past year or so, the number of people making asylum claims has gone up by 18%, whereas in the rest of the EU it's gone down by 13%. So something needs to change. Now, she's certainly being presented as the hard woman of politics here, talking tough, but she's got quite a serious message. She says she knows there are people in the party effectively who will be concerned about this, who will see these measures as immoderate, but she basically says she's got an ultimatum. If you don't like this, you won't like what follows me. Something darker will follow, she says. Now, this is a bit of a nod to the policies of the Tories and Reform UK, who effectively will end asylum claims for illegal migrants arriving in the country. But of course, the government are under huge pressure to deliver on this. We know the number of small boats that keep coming. We know the anger over asylum hotels, the growing popularity of Reform UK. There are many on the left of Labour who won't like this. Already people have described the Danish approach as racist in the past. We know refugee charities are also very concerned. They say that this will end the possibility of people being able to settle calmly and integrate into British society through expecting this very, very long period before anyone has even the hope of settling here permanently. But fundamentally, after a week where the government have been in so much chaos politically, they're hoping that if they can try and show that they can grip the narrative and they have a concrete policy to change the direction of travel on this key area of policy, it might be a way through the political crisis they're currently in. And as for Shabana Mahmood, a lot of this language is certainly positioning her as a prime leadership candidate in future.